Hello everybody, welcome back to Tom Reads Things. My name's Tom, I hope you're all very well, and welcome to part 2 of my recent book haul, which is basically my Christmas and birthday book haul. I got books for Christmas and birthday. That's kind of what I asked for. My birthday was on the 27th of December. There is a part 1 to this video. I'll link that in the description down below. If you haven't watched that yet, do go and give it a watch. Let's crack on. So the first book that I want to talk to you about today is a book that Mark got me, and he got it for me. I don't know how he knew how to get this for me. I'd never heard of it. Well, I had after some people told me to read it, but he got it for me months and months and months ago. So on my channel recently, I asked for recommendations about books to do with the plague. And loads of people recommended this book to me, and I was really excited to read it. But unbeknownst to me, in the summer, Mark had already bought me this book. I don't know how he does it. And it is Geraldine Brooke's Year of Wonder. So this follows the story of the plague in 1666, the Great Plague in England. And it follows this story of the village of Eyam, which I believe is in Derbyshire. It's a very famous village in the UK, very much known for its, I think it's the historical records of the plagues, or something to do with the plague happened in Eyam, and for that reason it's just very well known. So Hilary Mantel says Years of Wonder carries absolute conviction as an evocation of a place and mood. It has a vivid, imaginative truth and is beautifully written. A lyrically written and emotional, engaging novel that independent. I cannot wait to read this. The book that got me back into reading as an adult was The Plague, it was The Black Death by John Hatcher. So I'm just so excited to read this. If any of you have, I know a load of you recommended this to me, so thank you very much. I can't wait to read it. Let me know what you think of this in the comment section down below. I am buzzing for this. This is going to be a January read. Full show! The next book that I decided to get with a Waterstones voucher was this, and that is Philip Pullman's Northern Lights, volume 1 of his Dark Materials. So I haven't read any Philip Pullman before. I haven't read his Dark Materials. Everyone is banging on about the adaptation on the television at the moment and how great it is. And also everyone bangs on about these books and how amazing they are. And I really want to get into more series this year in 2020. That's going to be one of my things that I want to do in 2020. And actually there's a video coming up talking about a very specific series reading goal that I have in 2020, which I all want you to join in with if you can. So yeah, that will be the next video to this going up, so keep an eye out for that. That will be, when will it be? Don't know. So yeah, I don't know anything about this. I don't know anything about the Northern Lights. I don't know anything about his Dark Materials. I don't know anything about Philip Pullman's writing style or anything. So I'm just going into this completely blind. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what all the fuss is about and getting to grips with this. The next book that I want to talk about is a book that Mark got me, bless him, and that is Jane Austen's Lady Susan, The Watsons and Sanderson. So this is, I believe, Jane Austen's juvenilia, her novellas or her short stories. So I know Sanderson was recently adapted on ITV in the UK recently, and I really wanted to watch it, but I was like, nope, I'm going to read the book first. So yeah, I'm really interested to read some more of this. I am going to be saving this for Jane Austen July this year because, as I said in my previous video, I still have some Jane Austen novels to read, but I kind of want to stretch those out. I don't want the Jane Austen magic to end. So I'm going to read some more of her short stories or her juvenilia and some more academic stuff on Jane Austen as well, some non-fiction stuff. So yeah, really looking forward to getting to this. Has anyone read Sanderson or watched the ITV series? Let me know in the comment section down below if you have. Let me know if it's worth the watch. The next book that I want to talk to you about today is The Loney by Andrew Michael Hurley. So I read earlier this year Starvacre by Andrew Michael Hurley and really loved it. Really super enjoyed it. And I'm really excited to get to this. This was a book that I actually asked my mum to get for me for Christmas. She was like, what book should I get for you? And I was just like, just get me this, because I know I'm going to want to read it at some point. Now then, do I save this year for like autumn cozy reading night? What shall I do? Yeah, so I think this is going to be a pretty creepy. I read The Loney in one sleepless night and it has haunted me ever since, the Daily Telegraph. My God, am I actually going to like properly shit myself reading this? bit scared. Let me know if you've read this. Let me know what you think. Next book. So the next one I want to talk to you about today is this little gem, which my little sister got for me, and it is Behind Closed Doors, At Home in Georgian England by Amanda Vickery. This is right up my street. So this looks at basically what life was like behind closed doors at a Georgian home in England. By Amanda Vickery. So thanks, Amanda Vickery, for writing this. It's totally up my street. I am obsessed with the Georgians. I did hear that there's something called Georgianuary going on, where you basically read a load of Georgian literature in January, but I basically haven't been reading the right kind of stuff to be involved with that this year, but I'm super, super excited to get to this. What did it mean to be at home in Georgian England? In this brilliant history of the 18th century home, Amanda Vickery peers behind the closed doors of dwelling across the levels of society, from grand country mansions to dreary city lodgings. I cannot wait for this, so buzzing for it. And look at the cover as well, it's absolutely gorge. The next book that I want to talk to you about today, I was so pleased to receive. I cannot believe Mark managed to find it. I don't know where he bloody found it from, but it's a book that I have been absolutely dying to read for ages and ages and ages, and that is Dickens Women by Miriam Margolyes and Sonia Fraser. So this is the book that went along, I believe, with their with Miriam Margolyes' one-woman show around exploring the female characters in Dickens novels, which she wrote with Sonia Fraser. And I always look at Miriam Margolyes' kind of clips of her doing that one-woman show on YouTube and absolutely adore it. There is no one who evokes a passion in Dickens for me like Miriam Margolyes, apart from Casey books and things. But yeah, Miriam Margolyes, just the way she talks about Dickens is so, it just makes you want to pick up a Dickens book straight away. So I'm really, really, really pleased that Mark managed to find this for me. I went to the Dickens Museum, they didn't even have it. So yeah, I'm so pleased he managed to find this for me. So thank you so much, Mark. I cannot wait to read this. There's no way I'm going to wait till October to read this. It's going to be straight in my eyes way before then. So the next book that I want to talk to you about is I didn't actually get for Christmas or birthday. It was sent to me late last year by a lovely, lovely, lovely friend. So thank you very much for sending this to me. You know who you are. It's a Japanese bestseller. It's Before the Coffee Gets Cold by Toshikazu Kawaguchi. Sorry if I've said that name wrong. But yeah, Before the Coffee Gets Cold. So I don't know anything about this book, and actually I haven't read any Japanese literature before, so I'm really excited to read this. And if it comes with a recommendation from the person that sent it to me, I'm well up for reading it. So it says, "Are you listening?" Kazu continued. "When you return to the past, you must drink the entire cup of the coffee before the coffee goes cold." I don't actually like coffee that much. Kazu opened her eyes wider and brought her face an inch or so up from the tip of Fumiko's nose. "This is the one rule you have to absolutely obey," she said in a low voice. Sounds really good. So yeah, and a really interesting cover as well. So yeah, really, really, really excited to get to this. Cannot wait. The next book is a book that I got from... Who did I get it from? I got it from my little sister, actually, for Christmas. And that is Erin Morgenstern's The Night Circus. So this is a gorgeous new Waterstones edition, which I'm really excited about. I think they brought it out in hardback again because of her bringing out The Starless Sea. So everyone says that this is absolutely fantastic. I know Lauren at Lauren the Books really likes this book. Yeah, I don't know anything about it other than I think it's about a circus that magically pops up out of nowhere, something like that. But the cover looks absolutely gorgeous and it sounds absolutely brilliant. So as the sun disappears beyond the horizon, all over the tents, small lights begin to flicker as though the entirety of the circus is covered in particularly bright fireflies. When the tents are all aglow, sparkling against the night sky. God, it sounds really, really good. I actually really like Erin Morgenstern's writing style from reading The Starless Sea at the moment. So I'm really looking forward to getting to this. And it would be nice to have this and The Starless Sea as a kind of companion set up on my bookshelf. So yeah, let me know if you've read this. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below. Right, we're on the penultimate book. sort of. So this is The Crown by Robert Lacey. So this is an accompaniment to series 3 of The Crown on Netflix. So if any of you have watched this channel for a while, you'll know that I absolutely bloody adore The Crown and really enjoy it. And Mark has got me the other series accompaniments as well. So he got me this for Christmas. So it's nice to kind of watch it and read along at the same time and find out a bit more about the kind of the bits and pieces that go on during those actually, is this a series 3 accompaniment? I think I might be lying. But it's got Olivia Colman on the front, so I should bloody hope so. So yeah, it's nice to kind of go along watching the different stories and then reading a bit more about them in this book. So yeah, looking forward to getting to a bit more of this. The next one, or ones that I want to talk to you about, is something that Mark got me for my birthday. Absolutely bless him. He knows that I want to read a bit more palette cleansers, and I find it hard, if I've really enjoyed a book or if I've read a long book, I find it hard to get into another book straight away without reading a kind of palette cleanser. So he got me these here. So these are Penguin Little Black Classics. So this is a collection of 80 or 81, something like that. Little Black Classics, so that are kind of very varying and broad in their scope and subject matter, really. So I've only read 2 so far, but you've got some in here by Elizabeth Gaskell, you've got some in here by Dickens, you've got some in here by some of the Russian classic authors. And you've got some sort of religious writings in here as well. You've got some poetry bits and pieces. So I'm really excited to read these as sort of palette cleansers in between the novels that I read and the non-fiction books that I read. I've read 2 so far. One was some Buddhist teachings, which was really interesting. And the other one was, I'll go over these in my January wrap up, but the other one was, I can't remember the name of it now, but it was like medieval Italian folk stories, I think I would kind of call them, or fables almost. And those ones were like, they were brilliant stories, but they were so of their time. They were like so sexist and so awful in a way. But if you read them in the context of how they were written in the time, then they're great stories, but they're a bit weird to read in today's time. But yeah, thank you so much, Mark, for getting me these. I can't wait to plough my way through them. Some of you will see that I've got a much bigger, if you follow me on Goodreads, may see that I've got a much bigger reading challenge this year, and that's because of these. These will only take an hour to get through, or an hour or 2 to get through max. So yeah, really looking forward to reading more of these as palette cleansers as we go through the year. So there you have it. That's my recent book haul all wrapped up for you. I will be back in a couple of days with a very special reading challenge thing that I want to do this year, and I would love it if everyone could join in with me if you so wish. So keep your eyes out for that video, which will be coming in the next couple of days. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will speak to you soon. Thanks, bye.